Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines.
Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian has said that Tehran's achievements during negotiations under the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding exceeded expectations before the United States violated its commitments. Speaking at a ceremony, he said Iran's main objective was to reopen the Strait of HORMUZ for oil exports and address other vital issues. Pezeshkian added that the level of interaction with Iran's supreme leader was increasing day by day and that Mojtaba Khamenei had stressed the need to end the country's neither war nor peace situation.
The Middle East conflict has entered a dangerous new phase on the 10th consecutive day of US military operations against Iran. According to the US Central Command, American warplanes carried out another round of attacks targeting Iranian military command centers, missile launch sites, drone launch facilities, and air defense installations. Iran responded by launching another wave of surface-to-surface missile attacks against American military facilities in the Gulf region. The IRGC claimed it targeted an airbase and the MQ-9 drone hangar in Kuwait. The United States is preparing for the possibility of a major expansion of military operations against Iran. Senior US officials say no final decision has been made, but military preparations are already underway should the White House approve a broader campaign. The officials told Fox News that President Donald Trump is expected to decide in the coming days whether to widen the US military campaign against Iran. According to the officials, if Trump authorizes a return to full-scale combat, the offensive would be far more intense and extensive than the 9 consecutive nights of US airstrikes that began on July 7th.
Iran's Interior Minister Eskandar Momeni has met Chief of Defense Forces Field Marshal Asim Munir at General Headquarters in Rawalpindi. According to the ISPR, the two discussed bilateral and regional security, border management, and matters of mutual interest. Momeni praised Pakistan's diplomatic role in easing regional tensions, while both sides agreed to maintain close coordination on regional security. Separately, Momeni called on Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, who reiterated Pakistan's willingness to mediate between the United States and Iran amid escalating tensions in the Middle East. The PM also urged all sides to exercise restraint and avoid actions that could further destabilize the region.
Israeli Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich has said that it was not in Israel's interest to join the US strikes. He said that Tel Aviv has no desire to insert itself into this, but is prepared for any scenario, adding that the Israeli military was ready. Smotrich said in a conference in central Israel that if the Iranians make the mistake of firing on Israel, then they will regret it when they meet a very strong response. He said Israel's goal was to see Iran's rulers fall, and that may happen through economic pressure. The Pentagon has confirmed that nearly 100 American service members have been injured since July 7th. Chief Pentagon spokesperson Sean Parnell said nearly 100 US service members have suffered some degree of injury since July 7, 2026, following multiple Iranian strikes targeting American military installations across the region. Parnell's statement comes in response to a New York Times report alleging that the Pentagon withheld information about dozens of US military injuries sustained during the conflict with Iran. The Pentagon spokesperson dismissed the allegations as baseless and malicious. Following the Houthis' blockade announcement, the Saudi-led coalition in Yemen has issued a statement warning it would meet the move with force, adding that it had started rolling out protective measures for vessels crossing the Bab el-Mandeb Strait. The Houthis pressed ahead with the announcement, even as there were indications that Tehran and Washington were looking to restart talks aimed at halting an escalating wave of attacks that has largely unraveled a shaky interim deal reached last month. India's youth-led Cockroach movement has announced it will continue its nationwide anti-government campaign, but will no longer march toward Parliament after violent clashes with police left scores of protesters and security personnel injured. The self-styled Cockroach Janta party said it was calling off future marches to Parliament following Monday's violent confrontation with police in central Delhi. CJP founder Abhijit Dipka said the decision was taken to prevent more young protesters from being injured. Meanwhile, the Delhi High Court has allowed hunger-striking activist Sonam Wangchuk to shift to the hospital of his choice. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.